bitch back. Get your bitch ass back.
I really want to have actual conversations with the ones who are on the line of theism, on the line of who, like, moderate political scheme. Like, I want to get to those people who are all in the middle of all this stuff.
Then
But we
don't.
have people like Guess who want to be cognitively dissident and willfully ignorant to the world around him.
Brother, just let me
I
out.
feel like Blake put that in the comments saying get ready to cry for the show We're Here, but my immediate reaction was get ready to cry because he thought you were going to bring Guess Who back up.
Yeah. I thought the same.
No, it was for We're Here. It does make you cry in a few of them. It's a really good show.
Yeah, all right. Well, get
And Diane, did you want to talk about anything else on the board?
No,
actually, I'm good. I just had to get that little piece out before my head exploded.
Well, I appreciate you for coming up. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Let's go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you for having me back up.
So talk about sundown towns.
What that has nothing to do with what you talking about, atheism, you know what I mean? But at me being a black man, I know about sundown towns, but that has nothing to do with the topic though. So
it literally was everything to do with what we were talking about. Because
what is atheism got?
Like me telling a person of color that it's okay right now that they're a person of color, even though right now they're also working against you being allowed to be of color. But it's okay because right now you're allowed to be.
First of all, you're putting words in my mouth. I never said it was okay for them to.
You insinuated that me being allowed to being an atheist right now makes it okay.
I never insinuated that. I asked a specific question. If you were listening, I was asked a specific question. You assumed that I insinuated that. You could be whatever you want to be, and that's what this country stood on: religious freedom.
I'm telling you, they're trying to make it not that way, and
oh
you keep
my
dismissing
God.
that.
All right. From its inception, it had Bible in the schools.
No, it did not.
What did it have in it, sir?
It did not intend for that. That is something that was spread after a lot of various factors, but that was not intended that way.
Yeah, but it wasn't up until the 70s where they took the Bible out of schools. You forgot about that?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't have been there to begin with.
So what? That's your opinion, though. That's your opinion.
No, that's just fact.
What do you mean that's a fact? It's still freedom of religion. They didn't say you couldn't be.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a history lesson right now, okay? So in 1782, the motto was E pluribus unum. It had no reference to God. In 1789, the Constitution was ratified, and only one reference to religion existed in Article 6 about no religious test. In 1789, the president swearing in had the reference, "So help me God." But that was his addition. That wasn't anything to do with anything in Scripture or the Bible, no reference in any of the founding documents at that point. The only thing in the founding documents references Creator, not a God. In 1864, God was placed on the coinage. Right, 1864. It wasn't until 1952 that a National Day of Prayer was enacted. In 1954, Congress added the words "under God" to the Pledge of Allegiance. In 1956, the motto was changed to "In God We Trust." That is very modern history. Know your history.
Ma'am, I do know that. And my point is this.
Why was it done?
You know why it was done, Mac Lester. You already know. You already know why it was done. You already know why it was done.
Everybody in the chat for us. Why was it done?
Well, yeah. Why was it done? Because they were Christians. Y'all know the answer to that. So,
That's
but
not why.
all right, why? All right, enlighten me then, Mac Lester. Who were the people that did that and why?
Because
reason
of
the
the Red
Confederate
Scare.
flag was.
It was because what?
Because of the Red Scare.
Because of the.
To draw a contrast between the U.S. and Soviet Russia.
So of all, so none of those people were Christians, even though it was because of communist Russia.
They may have been Christians, but it wasn't done for Christianity's sake.
Okay, all right, but they did it
for decades before.
But they've done it nonetheless.
For a specific reason in the 50s.
Right, they didn't do it for Christianity's sake, unless they would have done it from inception.
All right, it's freedom
Exactly,
of.
and it's similar. Hold on, Guess who? It's similar to them bringing in the Confederate flag and hanging it on certain state buildings because it was a direct. It was a direct protest to the civil rights movement. So those two things have similar origins. They didn't start from one didn't start because of this huge move for religion, and the other one didn't start because this huge move for some kind of patriotism to a dead country.
All right, now, oh man, my thing is the advocacy for freedom of religion in this country. You are free to believe in whatever you want to. That's my point. And just because they're pushing their religion, that doesn't mean that you're not allowed to be or believe in what you want to, because it's freedom of religion. They also cover that in the Constitution. I don't understand.
I'm going to repeat one of the comments that I just saw that deserved a follow, so I gave him a follow. Them. I don't know if it's a he or she.
I really was about to ask a question.
Freedom from.
What?
Freedom of is freedom from. It says Congress shall enact no law giving a preference to any religion. What they're doing now is giving preference to a religion.
They've been done that though, ma'am. I'm just saying, does that prohibit you?
Right,
hold on. Does it does it prohibit you from believing in what you want to believe in this country?
It prohibits people from having to be pushed and faced with certain things. If a Satanist wants to, and Satanists don't worship it. Let me change it. If a devil worshiper wants to come into the schools and bring all types of devil worship criteria to the school, you're going to fight that tooth and nail. Even though that's a religion that some people would want other children to partake in.
All right, 1 Corinthians. Would you fight that tooth and nail?
No, because I don't care.
No, because would you allow your child to go to school there?
I would, because my child has a mind of his own, and he does not just sway to which way whatever wind is blowing. However,
unbelievable.
There are parents who would
I want to teach kids. I want to teach kids how to think, not what to think.
Exactly.
I agree with all of that. I agree with critical thinking. That's why I came up here, because if you were in any Islamic country right now, is that freedom of religion over there?
We're not in an Islamic.
I'm asking a question. I'm just asking a question. I'm trying to.
They don't have our constitution.
All right, then. Hold on. All right. You answered the question. That's my point. We do have a constitution.
No, your point is they're doing things that are unconstitutional. That's the point.
No, I agree.
What they're doing is unconstitutional. They're pushing against the same constitution that you're trying to say we have that protects us when they aren't really protecting it.
Can you prove that? All right, now I don't even want to get into that. My only thing I want to get into is this. You have the reason why I brought up an Islamic country or a communist country and all of that. You can't even beat. Hold on. Hold on. You can't. You don't have the freedom. Hold on. You don't have the freedom to. Hold on. Wait a minute. You don't have the freedom to be anything you want to be in those countries, but in this country, you do.
In an actual communist country, yes, you do. In an actual communist country, yes, you do.
All right. What about an Islamic country?
No, but that's not the
All right.
country we live in.
I know that. I'm just giving. Listen.
Then why do you bring it
All
up?
right. If you would listen, I would tell you why I brought it up. I brought it up to give you a comparison as a critical thinker to explain to you.
Right now, I'm a woman.
Ma'am, I'm still talking. Wait a minute. Hold on. Y'all don't never mute these people. I'm still talking.
What would I be able to do?
Hold up. You're not.
What would I be able to do
I'm
if I
still
was to get pregnant
talking.
right now
I'm
and
still
I don't want my
talking.
child?
I'm still
What would I be
talking.
able to do?
I'm still
I don't care.
talking. Let me.
I'm asking a
Hey,
question.
I'm
I
talking
don't
to
care,
you.
because what you're
I'm
talking is
asking. I'm
nonsense,
talking.
and you're
No.
comparing apples to
How you gonna?
cinnamon.
How you
I
gonna
can't
tell
eat the
me? I'm
cinnamon,
still
but I can
talking,
eat the apple.
ma'am. We could sing
I
together,
don't
but we
care.
can't talk
It
at the same
doesn't matter to
time.
me that you're still talking.
But you're cut. You so you can
It
just
doesn't matter to me
so
that
so
you're still talking.
even on this
What
platform.
I'm saying is, I'm a woman.
No, I'm
I'm
trying
a
to
woman
answer.
in
No, I'm
America.
asking the
If I was to
question.
get pregnant
I'm
right
in the
now,
middle
what would
of
I be able to
talking.
do about that?
I'm
I
in the
don't
middle
have the
of talking.
freedom.
She asked
I
me.
don't
She
have the freedom
interrupt
that you
and
think
asked me a question.
that we have in this
Wait a
country.
minute.
I don't have that.
Why y'all not
I don't
muting
have the
her?
freedom that you think we have.
What?
Answer her question.
I don't even know what her question was. She cut me off in the middle of me
Yes,
explaining
you did,
something.
because you are going back to the same point. You're trying
No,
to tell us
all the thing I
that
was
because
going.
it's okay right now. We have that freedom
That's
right
not
now.
where I was
You
going.
shouldn't be worried about it.
That's not where I was going.
Then where are you
All
going?
right, if you would let me talk, I would have told you where I was going.
Now.
All right, what I'm saying is this. I pointed out the other countries to show you that the freedoms that they don't have and the freedoms you do have in this country. Point blank, period.
We just told you we understand that, but they are changing that. So why do you keep ignoring the fact that they're working to change it?
Oh, my Lord.
Or that they're ignoring those facts.
You can't be. Nobody can be this dumb. So you're just lying, right?
You shut up. Shut up, punk. I don't talk to punks like you.
Then I should then that's where it should stop. They are actively trying to take that from us, and they are ignoring the Constitution. So what are you trying to tell me in light of that?
All right. You're trying to say just because they're putting the Bible back into schools is that they're prohibiting you.
It's not just that. We gave you a litany list of things. We gave you an entire list of things.
Yeah, you get. I was going one by one. You started with that one though. That was
What
the
if they
main
were putting
one.
the Quran in schools and only the Quran? Would you just wait till they did it? And then
Oh
like,
my God.
we should
Are
talk
they?
about this?
Hey, Mac Luster, since you're so smart, right? Do they have schools that have only the Quran in America?
If they were working,
You are
to
so
make that
fucking.
happen.
All right, punk. All right, you scared
No,
of
it's
Trump.
great.
Mac Luster is a punk. He's scared of Trump.
No,
So
you're ignorant because he asked you a specific question and you ignored
No,
it yet again. The same
all right,
question we
I'll
did
answer it.
You keep trying to allude
All right,
that it's not changing.
All right, I'll answer
I
it
love
then.
how I live
I'll
with
answer it
fucking
then.
dummies' heads.
In schools, yes, they're trying to bring back what they used to
Not
have
just
before.
in schools. It's a collective thing. You can't keep concentrating on just the schools.
All right,
The
where-
schools
where-
is not innocuous. It's a problem.
Hey,
it's
Dugald.
an indoctrination tactic.
Blazing
And
they
after
all
that,
do.
it goes on to other things they are doing.
All right,
It's
but I'm
collective.
starting with that one. Can you understand? I'm starting with that one because that's the first
Yes,
one you
I
brought
do,
up.
but it's a moot point because it is still indoctrinating children, which is forcing it on other people.
Hey, Dugald, let me ask you a question. When transgenders were able to read books and teach them alternative lifestyles to children, hold on. Transgender people. All right, well, transgender people, when they were allowed to read books to children, would
They're drag queens, not transgender.
All right,
people.
well, drag queens.
Drag queens. Hold on, you're gonna stop because this is part of my community you're talking about. And you're not about to tell me what the fuck they are and what the fuck.
I ain't telling you what they are. Calm down.
Shut the fuck up is what you're gonna do right now.
Hey,
Because
man.
the fact of the matter is, drag queens are nothing but performance art that is nothing major for you to be upset about. They aren't fucking waddling their twats in front of children. They're not doing anything terrible in front of children. You're acting as though they're getting naked and they're doing sexual acts in front of children, and they're not.
Did I say any of that?
Reading dressed up. You know what those children do? Look, mommy, there's a person in costume. Oh, look, mommy, they're reading this story. You know how I know this? Because I've seen it. You cannot tell me
I didn't
otherwise
ask
because
you.
I've fucking seen it.
I didn't say
You
any.
all say is not fucking happening.
Look, you arguing the point that you're arguing against something that I didn't say. I didn't say anything about them. I was about to ask you a question.
Then what was your point?
All right, then. So I asked you. I was asking you, did they have the freedom to do that when they were doing it?
No, there were people trying to take it away. There are people
Oh
that are
my
actively
Lord,
trying
man!
to do it now. What are you fucking talking about?
All right, sir. So they. What do you mean they were trying? Were they able to do it? Yes or no?
Yes, in a lot of places it got shut down and made a law they can't do it.
Oh my Lord.
Sir, can I ask you a question? Hi.
Yeah, you can ask me a question, ma'am.
Yeah, so hi. First of all, my name is Rabbi Hannah. So.
All right, Rabbi, yes.
Rabbi Hannah, yes. So my question is this. As Mac pointed out, you said, yes, they're bringing back Bibles into school. And you're okay with that, right? I'm trying to get my bearing here. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I'm okay with it.
Okay. Right there. We can stop right there. So if the Bibles were being brought back into school so that the Bible could be taught, that children could be taught Judaism, would you be okay with that?
What's the difference?
What's the difference between Judaism and Christianity? A lot of things.
Well, I mean, y'all have your own schools. Y'all do it anyway.
No. But those are private schools. Those are not public schools, and that is not what I asked you.
All right. Well, no.
I'm still talking, and I'm sorry that the middle of my sentence interrupted the first of yours.
Oh my goodness.
If they were bringing Bibles into school specifically to teach children only Judaism, would you be okay with that?
No, because that's not what I believe.
Okay. No, perfect. Stop right there. No, because that is not what you believe in. Okay?
No.
So I'm a Jew. Obviously, I'm a Jew.
You're not a Jew, but
school. So now my children going to public school, Bibles being brought into the school to teach them Christianity. That's not what I agree with. Why should my children be subjected to that?
Well, your children. Well, can I answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Rabbi. I assume you're a rabbi. And you were given that position out of your own schools, correct? Were you given that position out of your own school?
I went to seminary for 5 years.
You went to seminary. Ain't that something? To be a rabbi. Is the seminary college a school?
Sir, if you think you're going to move the goalposts...
All right, I'll just answer. All right, I'll answer you directly. So basically, you're basically saying public schools, would I be okay with it? No, because that's just not my core belief. And that's just in the public school. So if that...
So, sir, that's exactly the point I'm making.
Okay, good.
You want to send your child, again, with the interruption, it's very weird and really disrespectful.
I'm not interrupting you. What are you talking about?
Sir, right now, what are you doing right now?
If you're accusing me of something I'm not doing.
Did you get no home training?
Do you have no home training, ma'am?
Did you get no home training?
Proceed, ma'am.
If you want to send your child to a private school where that private school is Christian based, you are more than welcome to. That is part and parcel with the idea that we live in a country that is a constitutional republic. You are allowed to send your child to a private school that teaches them Christianity if you so choose. Public school, however, should be and has been since 1962 free of religious study because of the separation of church and state. No religion whatsoever should be taught in a public school. If I want my children to go to a school that teaches Judaism, I will send them to a private yeshiva. If I'm sending my children to public school, it is for them to get a secular education. Religious education can be brought in elsewhere, but a religious education does not belong in a public school where the diversity of how many people and their varied beliefs exists. Because then who do we pick as the dominant religion that we are going to teach in this public school. Because by rights, you don't want kids to be taught Judaism because that's not your core belief. I don't want my children to be taught Christianity because it's not my core belief. So we have two choices in this situation. We either say, okay, we are going to allow religion to be taught in public school, but in doing so, we have to allow all religions to be taught in school. Or we stay with the separation of church and state where the Supreme Court says you cannot, and no religion is taught in school.
All right.
It's almost like there's no Sunday school, but there is, and it's free.
All right. Now, thank you for that. And yes, but my point is this. Okay, this is why I came on the platform. Right now, the thing is this. Y'all saying that it shouldn't be like in the public sector. They should only learn secular education. So, can you define for me now? Watch this. Now, would y'all all agree at one point for a long period of time that the world viewed America as a Christian nation? Did they view America?
It was never developed as a Christian nation.
I didn't ask you that. I didn't
I
ask you that. I asked you a specific question.
And I answered you.
All right. I'll ask somebody else then. I'll ask the rest of the panel. Now, for hundreds of years, the world viewed America as a Christian nation. Yes or no?
No.
Never a Christian nation.
Christians viewed themselves as a Christian nation, but in and of itself was not, and nor did other countries see it that way necessarily.
I wonder if y'all heard
And not
my.
only did
What's
they
the
view
Treaty of
themselves-
Tripoli say?
This is crazy.
What does the Treaty of Tripoli say?
All right. So what religion would the rest of the
I like
world?
how you just ignored
What
that.
religion?
I know.
What religion? What
I have it
religion?
right in front of me, so let me just read it.
All right, go ahead.
Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof.
That's not
Or
what I
breaking
asked
the
you.
freedom of speech or of the press or of the right of the people to peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Now, when
Which amendment
the
is that?
government injects, that's the first amendment.
Dr. Deborah. That's the very first one that they put.
It's the very
that's at
first
the top,
one that
right?
they put.
That's
Very
beautiful.
tip top.
That's beautiful.
In a hierarchy of things.
It's written to Congress
Okay.
to tell them where their powers end. It was not written to the people because it says we the people. It's written to Congress to
I
tell
understand
them
that.
where they can eject their noses.
I know.
And instead, they are pretending like they have a higher authority than the Constitution by enacting laws that push a specific religion in publicly funded schools, which is against the Constitution. We have a right to address government, to address those grievances that they are doing against us.
All right.
You may think this is a Christian nation. It is not, and the
I didn't
First
say-
Amendment proves it.
All right. Thank you for that. Now, if y'all would really answer my direct question, I didn't ask you from inception. I asked you, how did the world view?
Your
That-
question has a flaw.
Hold on. I ain't talking to you, man. I'm asking, how did the world view?
Fuck if you think
So
you
if I
can't
think
talk
you look like a fucking
Yo, you are
unicorn,
lackluster. I don't
like a
talk to
fucking
punks
unicorn.
like you. I'm
telling you
asking
why your
you.
questions aren't
You're a
getting answered
punk.
the way you
You're a
want.
punk. And you're a
Because they're
sissy.
built on
You're a
flawed
punk.
premise.
I asked the, how did, all right, Dugald, how did the world view, what religion did the world view for hundreds and hundreds of years as America? What was it? Was it an Islamic country, communistic country, or a Christian
It wasn't
country?
looked at as anything other than a democratic republic, as it always has been since then. It's never.
I'm talking as far as religion. I'm talking about far as religion. What was the
It's
dominant?
never been looked at world abroad
All right.
necessarily as a Christian nation.
Okay.
We would have been a theocracy.
What
Even
religion?
asking the questions
What
nobody
religion was they looked at as? That's my question.
What does the Treaty of Tripoli say?
That has nothing
What
to
does
all of
Article
these.
11 of the Treaty of Tripoli say?
I'm just saying.
I
Well,
know,
you
just
asked
say you
the
don't know.
question.
You see, this is your problem with you. You're dumb, but you're also arrogant.
No,
You
I'm
asked
I'm
the question.
arrogant. I'm arrogant, and I don't
Okay,
respond to I don't respond to punks like you.
Everybody
You're a
up here knows
pussy,
that
and I
you
don't
have
respond
no
to punks
fucking
like
idea
you.
what it even is.
I don't
And you
respond to
can't just
punks.
admit
I
that
don't
it
even
is.
talking to you.
Just
You know, you
because
beneath
a
me.
politician stands
You beneath
behind
me.
a podium and says this is a Judeo-Christian nation doesn't mean it is.
Thank you. I know.
They're just
I'm not.
repeating lies.
I listen.
They are
I
repeating
agree with
lies
you. I agree
over
with
and
you. But
over
you.
and over because repetition
Oh
is a
my
form
God,
of mind
bro.
control.
But
Yes, what is your point of your question?
but Deborah, I agree with you. My whole point
What is
was
your question?
I asked y'all that question because y'all all know that the world used to, for hundreds and hundreds of years, whether it was true or not, they viewed.
Political leaders
Hold
have
on,
repeated
dang.
a lie.
Can I talk without
You
being
say
interrupted?
hundreds of years, sir. You say hundreds and hundreds
Oh
of
my
years.
God,
However,
bro.
our
All right,
country
never
is
mind,
not
never
even
mind.
300
Never mind.
years
I'll
old
move
yet.
on to the next one. I'll move on to the. Never mind. Never mind. I'll move on to the next one. Y'all say
Hold on,
Christian
I only
dogma.
came up here for one reason.
Hold on,
That's
hold
what
on.
you
Y'all,
said.
y'all.
Stop talking.
What?
Stop talking.
Who the hell are
I have a
you?
question for you. You said the world viewed us as a thing that you want everybody to say. How do you know that? What do you base that on?
Who the hell are you?
He's a panelist of mine. Now answer his question.
Go answer the fucking question.
Oh, who are you? Delusional. I don't allow women talking to me
guess
like
who?
crazy.
Really? This is all of this that you're doing right now is boring. Nobody believes you're tough on the internet. Just answer my question.
All right, but nobody believes you. Period. So
That's great. That's great.
what's
I
your? All
didn't
right.
say
So
anything.
all right.
Listen,
So what's
clown.
so?
Listen, clown.
Cause
I don't care about
cause
none
I
of
don't
that.
care. You
I
can
just
say
wanted
all
to
of
answer
that
my
behind the
question.
screen, brother.
I don't give. Listen.
You can say all of that.
Really.
It don't bother
I
me.
don't care
Answer
about
your.
none of
Ask
it.
your
You were up
question
here.
again.
Listen, I'm
Hey,
letting you
ask your
cook.
question again.
All right. You said that you seem to want to imply that the world viewed the United States as something.
As a religion. As a religion.
Yeah. What do you base that on?
I base that on my life experience and how I would see other countries view America as a Christian nation.
What other countries have you visited?
Do I have to visit another country to see what another country's talking about, man?
Okay, cool. So not based on this.
All right, answer that. Answer that.
No, you don't.
All right, then, so what the freak you asked me that for then?
Why are you so sensitive?
I ain't
See the safe
sensitive.
space? You're a snowflake. Listen, I'm gonna just ask you a different question.
You a
How
punk.
many people from other places have you talked to?
Man, I talked to plenty of people. What's the point? What's your point?
I want to know if here's my point. Right? Let's take the temperature down a little because you're a little triggered right now, and I don't want you to be triggered. I want you to take a deep breath.
I ain't triggered, bro.
You either have information that you can share with us that backs up what you say, or you're just talking.
Mom, I'm on the phone.
One of those two is the case. Which one is it?
You on the phone arguing about something.
All right, but I'm on the phone.
I don't care. You say come in or something.
Are they mad because you stopped brooming? Listen.
No,
I just
ask
wanna
your
know
question.
If you have background information that backs up what you say, or if you're just talking shit.
All right, whatever. Let me ask you a question. According to what religion would the world viewing America as? And not according to Democratic, Republic. I'm talking about a religion. Answer that.
None. This is a secular country.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
So we're just
Okay. So secular is a religion now. All right, never mind. I'll just move on. Y'all trying to act like y'all don't know. You all know.
Just crash out like you always do.
You all know.
Crash out like you always do, you dumb baby.
Yeah, you always want to mute
I
me.
want to ask him this question. If other countries or people from other countries viewed the United States as a Christian nation, that still wouldn't get you any further because it actually isn't a Christian nation.
That's not what I'm
Just
saying,
because
though.
some people view it as such doesn't make it true.
I ain't say whether it was true or not. I asked that specific question.
What was your point?
All right. If y'all would, all right. Now that y'all said that, I'm glad that she said that. All right. Now that
was a
okay,
so you're in bad faith now because that was a
You've
condition.
been asking that for the longest.
I've been wait, and someone, Deborah, finally answered me. I'm thinking,
But
and
here's the
thank.
thing: he's taking that as a concession when it was a condition.
Oh my Lord, it don't matter. I'm just asking the question. So my thing is this.
But we asked that a while back.
All right. My action is this, right? The reason why I asked that question is this. Now, if the regimes that change, because they change. Now, whatever Trump or whatever y'all afraid Trump is trying to enact or whatever, that can change through the very next administration. Y'all do understand that, right? And
You just went nowhere. You did all this just to go nowhere.
I'm asking, Dugald know what I'm talking about? Dugald knows what I'm talking about. Hey, Dugald.
We're talking about right now, currently.
Dugald, that can change. But Dugald, I'm trying to tell y'all don't got nothing to, y'all don't really got nothing to worry about. You really don't have nothing to worry about.
That's like me saying, don't walk outside.
You don't really have nothing to worry about, Dugald, because you know,
books are red.
hey, Dugald, that can change. You don't got to be scared of Trump.
Hold on, everybody.
I'm so.
Cyber, you want
Yeah.
All right. Cyber, you wanted to come up and say something specific?
Yeah. So, guess who? A question I have for me, and this is something that is pretty near and dear to not only myself, but to Rabbi Hanna as well. Would you consider, Germany during the 1930s and 40s, would you have considered them a Christian nation under Eva Braun's husband?
And I'll remind you that that took place over only 6 years.
No.
Right, so let's take a look at some of the things that Hitler did, right? So after the Enabling Act of 1933, which gave him his, made him the dictator, his very first action was to outlaw atheism and free-thinking groups, right? He quoted, "We have therefore undertaken the fight against the atheistic movement, and that not merely with a few theological declarations, we have stamped it out," right? He also went on to quote in his book, I got a few quotes from his book, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people voluntarily submit to celibacy, obligated and bound by nothing except the injunction of the church. Should the same renunciation not be possible if this injunction is replaced by the admonition finally to put an end to the constant and continuous original sin of racial poisoning, to give the Almighty Creator being such as He Himself created. He also banned secular education in Germany on the basis that Christian religion instruction is essential to moral development. He, again, repeatedly vilified atheism, and he had no issue ethnically cleansing Germany free of anybody that was non-white, to include 6 million Jewish people, to include the LGBTQIA plus community, to include the BIPOC community, and anybody. Yeah, and the Romani. I was thinking that, but I had different names going through my head.
But 1 second, Dugald, if you want to swap me for Hanji, you can.
You sure?
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah,
so
bye.
it became very clear that Hitler never perceived himself as being anti-Christian, but he rather saw that he was, in fact, bringing the church back as he saw was proper and traditional according to the Catholic faith.
Yeah, that might have been Hitler and his Catholicism or whatever religion. I've heard he was into all kind of beliefs and all kind of practices. But one thing is, what I'm talking about is, that's it. That was in Germany, where we're talking about here in America, where they have actually freedom of religion, freedom to believe in whatever you want to believe in. And that shall not be changed according to the Constitution. My thing is...
Germany...
But you're wrong, because Germany also had freedom of religion right until the Mustache Man took over and dictated that there was no other religion that would be taught in Germany except Christianity. Now
he just said Catholicism.
Again, with the interruption.
Yeah, but you said something wrong.
Baby, I can do this all day. I've got 18 children, so I'm not worried about you because I could talk over you until hell comes.
Well, yeah. All right. Well, go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
That man, he had an entire fight with the Vatican because he was also anti-Catholic, which is, of course, as we know, the first codified Christian religion. So he had a fight with the Vatican over what style of Christianity would now be taught in Germany. But prior to the rise of him as chancellor, Germany had freedom of religion. This is one of the reasons why at that point Jews thrived there, because they were able to practice their religion without being harmed. Now, right now, in the United States, 2025,
yes, let's go.
We live in a country that says that we are not a Christian nation. However, as of right now, in Oklahoma, which is where my nation is, it has been passed through Oklahoma Senate that a Bible will be present in every classroom so that Christianity can be taught in Oklahoma public schools.
Okay.
How is that any different than a senator or a state pushing through that a Quran is going to be present in every classroom so they can teach Islam to everyone?
All right. Can I answer now?
Absolutely. I'd love to.
All right. In the public sector, right? Now, and I assume y'all are talking about Donald Trump. And this is actually an administration that is enacting that the Bible be taught in the public sector, because that's what they believe in the public sector. Now, if y'all disagree with that, unlike most of the other countries in the world, you have the option to go into the private sector and go ahead and go to the school of your choice. Now,
People just because always have money for that, that's not a realistic option.
It's not a realistic option?
So,
No,
public schools not for everyone.
You understand that public schools are the ones that are sponsored by and paid by government grants and government money, which means they have an obligation to be separate from religious edicts. A public school is not subject to religious indoctrination by and rights of the First Amendment of the Constitution.
Would y'all have a problem? Would you have a problem?
The only way to make it even across the board is if a public school said, let's say Oklahoma, because Oklahoma is the one that currently has the law saying a Bible will be in every classroom so it can be taught as a moral line. The only way that we could make that equitable for a public place is to say also a Quran will be present, a Tanakh will be present in every classroom, the Bhagavad Gita will be present in every classroom, the Nag Hammadi will be present in every classroom.
All right.
So that all of these religions are simultaneously taught.
I'm just saying, all right. I'm just saying, right? The diversity. Now, if y'all have a problem with the public sector, hey, it is what it is. They can
No, that's apathy. We're not doing that.
All right, well, that's fine. That's fine. But one thing I do know is that you have options, and the reason why I brought up those other countries.
If you are poor, you only
Everyone
have
doesn't
public
have
school
options. Everyone doesn't have options. That's very classist and ignorant.
Wish you would stop pushing this dangerous narrative that people have options like you don't.
Why is that so dangerous? How did that become dangerous?
People that have no choice but to go to public schools who can barely afford that. A lot of Americans have to work 2 or 3 jobs just to be able to afford the house that they live in and the foods they provide and to put a roof over their head. So I wish you would really stop pushing this dangerous narrative of everybody has choice.
All right. See, we have all right. Let me ask y'all this: what would you allow like what would you allow in schools?
No religions.
Secular education, history, mathematics, science, biology, English,
social studies,
skills.
and social skills.
Civics.
How about any other religion?
Why is this you keep introducing a false dichotomy? Like there has to be a specific one or the other. No, there are third options available here. Quit ignoring that.
All right.
And the third option is no religions at all.
So no religions at all.
No religions.
All right. Does that all right? Does that include? That doesn't.
We don't need it. There's no reason for it.
All right. Good. Now. Let's say. All right.
Why do you have church if you need to have?
All right. Cool.
Why
All right. All right. Fine. All right. Fine. All right. Fine. Let's say we all agree. Okay. Now, does that include alternative lifestyles?
No.
What the hell are you talking about?
You're not about to go.
What is it?
I'm only asking a question.
For the LGBT community, I'm gonna need you to drop that right.
I'm just asking a question.
No, you're asking in bad faith because you're making an assumption of choice and belief there that is not equated.
We're not even gonna start that.
Hey, Dugald, just answer.
May I ask you a question?
Dugald, please just answer this question because it's significant.
May I ask you a question?
All right, if you would answer mine, I would.
Do me a favor. Look at your hands. Can you look at both your hands right now? Are you looking at your hands, sir?
I'll be right back. Yeah, just answer. I'm just asking a specific question.
I asked you a question. Are you looking at your hands? Do you have all 10 fingers?
Ma'am, please. I'll answer. Look, I asked the question first.
Do you have all 10 fingers?
I asked the question first. Can you answer my question first?
The reason I ask is because you're having a hard time getting to your point, so I can only assume that you have no fingers.
Oh, my God, ma'am. I just asked the question first, then I'll answer yours.
Asked a disingenuous question.
Well, how are you going to tell me what kind of question I asked? I just answered the question.
Whatsoever. You know that you're asking a question that is
all right. Let me.
You change your role.
You're a rabbi. You're a rabbi, and you talking like this.
You are just a bigot.
What do you mean a bigot? Let me just ask the question. All right. Where do you coming to all these conclusions? Not me. I just asked the question.
Alternative lifestyles have to do.
All right. So what? All right. Let me explain then, since y'all need an explanation instead of answering the question. Okay. Because according to some religions, certain alternative lifestyles are not allowed.
I don't know where that attitude came from, but you're going to chill the fuck out on that shit. We know what the hell you meant.
Listen, you don't know what I mean. You don't know what I mean.
I'm going to let you know this right now.
You ain't letting me know nothing.
Shut the fuck up. When it comes to
you
the
shut up.
LGBTQIA community, it's not the fucking religion.
You shut up.
It is their life. If you don't like it, then you could go the fuck on. Do not compare the two. They are not comparable.
Shut up, bitch.
There is no fucking church for people in the LGBTQIA. And clearly you don't even have self-control because you can't sit and stay fucking muted for 5 seconds.
No, I can't.
He's crashing out.
I'm not crashing out. I didn't say nothing bad or nothing. Y'all came up with all these conclusions. I didn't say nothing against y'all.
You have people on this panel.
That's how sensitive y'all are. We can't even ask y'all a question. We can't even ask you a question.
Let's be honest, we really don't want to hear it.
Well, what don't matter? I just asked the question. Y'all came up with all these conclusions. I didn't say nothing offensive, not one word. Y'all put all these words in my mouth.
The very first words out of your mouth were alternative lifestyle.
Just because I said alternative, I didn't say anything about it. I asked you a question.
No, motherfucker, you don't get to tell me what's offensive or not. That's what the fuck.
Well, you could be offended at anything, but that don't mean that it was my purpose to offend you. You can't tell me what I meant to do, what I meant. You can't tell me why I said what I said. You could take it like that if you want to. All right then, but that's so what? So what? I'm telling you where I'm coming from, and y'all don't let me explain nothing, man. Dang, y'all look at y'all so sensitive. All I did was say.
As a black person, I'm speaking as a black woman.
I'm a black man.
The first thing out of Dugald's mouth was the N-word. He hadn't said anything else but just the N-word.
Yeah, but so alternative lifestyle is an N-word?
Is pretend like context doesn't matter.
So alternative lifestyle is an N-word? So alternative lifestyle is an N-word? If that's an N-word, then I apologize if that's what N-word. I did not know. Look, man. I didn't know. I didn't know.
The first thing that came out of your mouth was alternative lifestyles.
Oh, so if that's offensive, I didn't know.
It's context.
Yep.
In the way that you brought it up, it made
Oh my Lord! I wish I'd have never said. All right, I apologize. I apologize. I would never say that word. I'll never say that word to y'all again.
You had so many.
All right then, but I'll never say that word. I had no idea that was offensive to y'all. I didn't know y'all was that sensitive. We grown people here. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant, though. That's not what I meant.
Your apology is extremely fake.
All right, well, you don't got to accept it or not. Look.
Dugald, I'm about to drop
I'll drop myself, bitch. All right, bye. I'll leave myself.
We're done. In the last 60
No, I
years,
left.
interracial marriage was seen as something that was awful. So, like...
Swine.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, I'm gone.
I was done.
Yeah, y'all bunch of sissies.
Anji was done too.
Yeah, y'all sissies.
As much power here as I got.
Sensitive.
I'll be honest. At this point, I would rather people just come up and call me the F word than try to give me that alternative lifestyle nonsense.
Y'all sensitive.
Oh, you as in fucking fine? I agree.
It's like, it's bad enough that in the United States they're fighting so hard to take away LGBT community rights, and then every time somebody open up their mouth is, you chose this lifestyle. Like, we wake up and be like, oh, I'm gonna be gay, even though it comes with all of these attacks on our community all the time. We're constantly told, oh, you're going to hell, or this, that, and the third. And he comes up here with this alternative lifestyle. Like, who would choose?
Y'all sensitive as hell.
Who would choose this?
Y'all too sensitive
Why
for
do
me.
they keep comparing it to religion? I will never understand that.
Because it's like they always have something to say about a community they don't have nothing to do with. Like, I don't understand it.
Says the people that always got something.
This agenda is what they mad about is they found a trans woman really attractive,
and
they don't know. It made them feel some sort of way about themselves, and so now they don't know what to do, and so they crash out about it. They crash out hard about it. They're like, I found this woman attractive, and then I found out she was trans. Does that make me gay? And they spiral out. That's really all that is. That is really all that is.
Tell me I'm sensitive, motherfucker. If I as a white person came up and said the N-word to you, you guarantee you would have had a reaction.
Alternative.
Absolutely, with no other thing but just that N-word, he would have lost his fucking mind. So like, we're not going to sit here and pretend like he don't understand what we're talking about. But you know what? I guess ignorance is ignorance.
They're calling me ignorant.
All right, my panel is very top heavy now, guys. I'm very sorry. So
I'm going to go ahead and drop down. Thanks for bringing me up.
It's not the N-word.
All right. Rabbi Hannah, Deborah, I think I might drop you guys and cycle you guys out.
Okay.
I'm going to like back and forth if you all don't mind.
They're not like us.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. Thank you. All right.
I didn't get the chance to say hi. Hi, Hanji. How's it going? My day is a day. It already started off crazy, but you know, I'm trying to balance it back out.
I felt that.
Delusional is delusional.
Jacket Parts, are you over 18?
Yes, sir.
All right. And do you want to talk about one of the points in the background?
Actually, I tried to join way before that, but he already left. I had a question for him, but...
That's all right. If you had something you want to say, you can.
Oh, yeah. No, I just wanted to point out to him that back on the point he was trying to make about the world's view of America's supposed Christian status, if that was the case, how does he explain so many people from so many different backgrounds and religions and traditions all coming to this country seeking life?
Stupid
If
nigga.
this was a place where it was strictly Christian, why do we have such a large Muslim population in this country? Why do we have such a large Jewish population in this country?
Shut up.
A lot of different other religions. So I just wanted to see what he was going to say to that.
Yeah.
But he had this weird way of just completely pivoting every time he was cornered.
Yeah, he was pretty good at that. Well, I appreciate you, Jack, and thank you for coming up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I am pretty good.
Is that the oldest request at the bottom or the top?
Yeah, I am pretty good.
Okay, just making sure.
Y'all
Most of these may not even come up now that that topic's done. He's just spinning.
Y'all sensitive.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Y'all too sensitive. Y'all too sensitive.
Back? Huh?
Can you add the rabbi back?
Sure. If she's willing to come back up, sure. Did you have a question for her?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
I'm a Catholic man. I believe in Jesus Christ. When I take my last breath, what's going to happen to me?
You go to Olam Haba like everybody else.
Where am I going to go?
All right.
Olam Haba, the world to come.
Where are you going to go?
Olam Haba, the world to come.
Are you lying to me?
Do you understand Judaism?
I'm asking you.
So Judaism, the theology of Judaism is that everyone, no matter who you are, goes to Olam Haba.
Where is Jesus Christ now?
So there is one passage within the Talmud.
Where is he?
I'm answering your question.
Don't be weird.
He's going to be weird.
Shut up, Mac Luster.
There is
You don't be
one
weird.
He's not gonna be weird because he won't be up here long if he stays weird.
There is one passage in the Talmud where one rabbi surmises that this Jesus person is boiling in his own excrement. The Talmud, however, is not our law, nor is it our theology.
Hello?